Hey everyone, TricksterShadow here, and there's been a lot of talk about how the new killer to DBD, the Skull Merchant, is the worst killer that Behavior has ever released. And after winning 50 matches in a row with her, I can't help but disagree. Now on paper, I can understand why people see her as very weak. Most strong killers either have strong mobility or strong downing potential, or possibly both. And I'm not contesting that her downing potential and mobility are weaker than S or A tier killers. However, I think she introduces a third category of strength that not many killers have at base kit, which is built-in information. For those who don't know how the Skull Merchant works, I'll quickly go over her base power and then go on to why I think that she's actually a pretty decent killer. Skull Merchant's base kit includes 4 drones which can be placed into an active mode and can detect survivors within a 10-meter cylinder that extends from the top of the map to the bottom of the map. This active mode lasts for 30 seconds before going into a less thorough scouting mode, until a survivor is either detected by the drone or a killer manually reactivates the drone by holding up the radar and pressing the attack button. These detected survivors appear on the killer's radar, indicating their location. This radar indicates where the survivors are and even tells the killer if they're at different elevations. A square icon indicates that the survivor is the same elevation as you. An up arrow indicates that the survivor is at a higher elevation than you. And a down arrow indicates that the survivor is at a lower elevation than you. This is something that not a lot of people know. The lights at the top of the radar also have utility. The left light indicates if you can place a drone, with green indicating that you can place a drone, and red indicating that you can't. And the right light indicates that a survivor is actively being tracked by your radar. If it's off, no one's being tracked. If it's green, then somebody is being tracked. Now you may be asking, what is the reason to get rid of the drones, besides showing your location to the killer? Well, if a survivor sits within an active radius for 10 seconds, they become exposed and are one-shottable. And this exposed lingers for 60 seconds after the survivor gets out of the active radius of the drone. And on top of this, the 60-second exposed timer restarts every time the survivor goes within an active drone radius, meaning the exposed duration could last forever if the survivor goes from active drone radius to active drone radius. To disable these drones, the survivor simply has to run up to the drone and solve a minigame to make the drone go away. After solving the minigame, they get a claw trap applied to them, and it has 45 seconds of battery life. While energized, this claw trap shows the exact position of the survivor, and every time they go within an active drone radius, it recharges the battery all the way up to the full 45 seconds. Now that we understand the basics of the power, I want to tell you about why she is strong. Like I said before, she doesn't necessarily excel with downing or mobility like some killers, but her information is so much better than other killers that I think many people wrote her off early because no other killer comes close to the type of information that she gets at base. A simple gameplay loop that I've discovered for the Skull Merchant is to spawn in and place your drones at the first 4 gens that you want to protect. And I know many people will roll their eyes and say, oh great, he's going to say that you just 3-gen with this killer. And while yes, 3-genning is strong, that's not her only strength. A big part of her strength is being able to dynamically set her drones whenever she wants. And so if you find a generator that has a survivor on it, you can dismiss one of your previous drones and then put a drone on this now active generator that the survivor is trying to repair. By putting a drone on their gen, if they choose to come back, you will know the exact second they get back into the area, either due to the drone detecting them or them disarming the drone. And if they disarm the drone, then you get to see their location for free for 45 seconds minimum. You can repeat this strategy and dynamically move your drones to wherever survivors are doing generators, and by doing this, you can know where 2 to 4 survivors are at the entire game. This information can be used intelligently to string together chases to spread damage, interrupt generators, and even take chases into dead zones, which can lead to a down. Many people underestimate this information, but being able to keep tabs on all the survivors at all times makes it very hard for them to get the objective done, even early on in the match. And due to this massive information and always knowing where the survivors are, a larger percentage of your match will be in chase compared to other killers. And as a result of being in chases more often, you're going to have more pallets thrown down and more dead zones created. And this is all before we even consider her zoning potential. If you, as the Skull Merchant, are chasing a healthy survivor and they go to a strong loop, all you have to do is just throw up a drone as soon as they get to the loop, and if the survivor stays at the loop for 10 seconds, they become exposed, and you can one-shot them. If they leave the loop, then you can just leave the loop with them, and either get a hit on them, or they throw it on another pallet, and it starts creating a bigger dead zone. So while this killer does not have an ability to close gaps faster or get around the map faster, she has the ability to constantly keep survivors in chase and constantly keep them off of generators. And all you need to make her work is just having the knowledge of what chases you should take and for how long. If you can learn that, you can be very strong with this killer. Her strength is why I have a 50-game win streak, which you can check out in my VODs on my Twitch channel, linked down below. And while you can chalk that up to people not knowing how to play against her yet, I still think that is a good indicator that she isn't nearly as weak as people think she is. Her massive information also nullifies the need for any tracking perks. Her entire builds can be pure utility, and she'll be fine. Her tracking also allows her to protect totems better than most killers, meaning if you want to protect your Devour Hope for longer, maybe the killer for you. And speaking of builds, if you're wondering what builds I was using on my 50-game win streak, this is what they are, and I'm going to show you them in the order of how often I use the build, with the first being the most often used, and the last being the least often. My most used build is Call of Brine, Sloppy Butcher, Enduring, and Spirit Fury. This build, I feel like, utilizes a lot of her kit and a lot of her playstyle very well. So the basic idea is you have the Enduring Spirit Fury to help you out with a little bit more of lethality in your chase, since she is just a basic M1 killer at the end of the day. The Sloppy Butcher helps with chaining together chases and hitting somebody and then running away for the survivor to have to go heal off somewhere else. And the Call of Brine makes setting up a drone and kicking a gen a lot more effective. The second build is Devour Hope, Undying, Enduring, and Spirit Fury. Now, this build retains the chase potential of Enduring and Spirit Fury while also giving the lethality of Devour, and that makes the build extra effective, especially since Skull Merchant can place a drone on her Devour totem and protect it and know whenever a survivor is even close to that totem. This strategy makes it very easy to get 5 stacks of Devour, and even if they get through one of your totems, the Undying is extra insurance that as soon as the survivors see the 3 stacks, they'll have to spend a significant amount of time to cleanse your totems, and usually even if they get your totems, the match is already won at that point. And for our third and final build, we have what I think is one of the more nasty builds that she can run. It is Devour, Undying, Plaything, and Pentimento. This build really leans into the totem gameplay that Skull Merchant can thrive with. The Devour and Undying can be easily protected via the drones. And the Plaything, which can be applied to 3 survivors, makes you a little bit more lethal and also provides a little bit of extra slowdown of survivors wanting to get rid of their Plaything totem. And if they do cleanse their Plaything totem, or God forbid, you're Undying or Devour Hope, then you also have the Pentimento, which you can set up and slow down the game even further, making it no matter what the survivors do, you will get use out of your build. Also, if you're curious what add-ons I was using during this win streak, really the mainstay add-on that I was using was Brown Noise Generator. I switched up the other add-on position, but the Brown Noise Generator is what I used for pretty much most of my matches. Now, Brown Noise Generator, it makes it to where the survivors are oblivious if they're within an active drone radius, where they can't hear the killer's heartbeat, and that lingers for 15 seconds after they get out of the active drone radius. The reason why this is so good is if a survivor stops trying to hack the drones because they just want to pump out gens, they can no longer hear your tear radius, and you can very easily sneak up on them. Now, I think this is very powerful, especially when people want to push through gens without caring about your power. Now that I've presented all this information to you, I would love to hear what you guys think about this killer in the comments down below. And if you have any questions whatsoever and you'd like a fast response as to why I do things or my thoughts with Skull Merchant, you can always come by my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TricksterShadow. I can try to answer you there. And now if you're curious to see a full match of Skull Merchant be played and try to see the strategies that I use to make her so effective, I'm attaching a full matchup gameplay to the end of this video, so I hope that you enjoy. Hey everyone, looks like we're on Wrecker's Yard as a Skull Merchant. Actually, it did bring us here into this realm just because I wanted to be on an outside realm. I didn't want to be in like Midwich or the game because I feel like those maps are a little bit too unfair for the survivors as Skull Merchant. I want to get something outside a little bit more interesting. We're going to put our drones on the first 4 generators that we walk past, and then we're just going to patrol after that. Really, we're just trying to deny the survivors from being able to do the gens without us noticing. Looks like we got some movement over here. That's okay. Looks like we got some boon progress. Smack this person. Get rid of this boon while we're here. Get rid of one of these drones because we don't need it because we know that the survivors are over here now. Let's see, we got another survivor that was doing that gen because they exploded it. Put up another drone. Hit this survivor right out of the gate. We have 3 sloppy butchers applied. Looks like we're activating over there. Oh, I didn't mean to get rid of that. Oh no, my mistake. Oh, we know that somebody's over there now. Lily is continuing to run. We're gonna down her. We know that Lori's over here because she was detected by the drone. We're gonna put a drone right here. Get a hit on her before she's able to throw it down. Another detection. Looks like it was by that generator that we put the drone on. Pick up the Thalita. Looks like Claudette. Fully healed. It's good for us. She wasn't doing a gen. We're going to hook right here. We're actually going to be dismissing this drone right here by hooking. It's going to get a little bit too close. That's okay. It looks like they're at the hill right there. That's Scream, though. So you can see we can set down our drone because of the green light on the left, and we have somebody detected. So we have the green light on the right. This isn't the person that we're detecting, but it's okay. Somebody. Doesn't really matter. All right. We'll eat it. Still have 5 gens, so eating pallets isn't really that big of a deal. Break off of that. Might as well activate that, or we're in chase. Interrupted that. A little bit of sloppy butcher value. Even if they got a little bit of heal off, it regresses because of the hemorrhage. Activate over there because we're off cooldown. Got Claudette right here. She's gonna vault most likely. Oh, she doesn't vault. Goes all the way. Swing. And we're gonna hit because she medium. Looks like we're by the hill again. Might as well activate that. Really, we're just constantly trying to hit people, apply sloppy butcher, break a pallet or two, and then just go back to putting drones on the active gens. Wow, I'm surprised that was too close. You're a little bit too close to the hook survivor. It'll get rid of your drone automatically. Like Lori breathed on that generator, but we're going back to the hill where it seems like they really want to get stuff done. I heard the boon over there, and I heard somebody moaning. We're gonna kick this. Fire crawl, Brian. Up another drone. Looks like they're running that way. Looks like they didn't go past this loop though. Possibly? Maybe behind this air pile? Ooh. That is a bit interesting, isn't it? Oh, here they are. Oh, looks like we got Michaela. Getting rid of our drone. Did get rid of it. Fight herself with the claw trap a little bit. That's okay because it takes 10 seconds for our drone to come back, so we just immediately put it back. We'll pick her up on this pallet. Even if they save on it, we have Spirit Fairy. Go down here, put her in the basement. 3 hooks, 5 gens. We're a little bit further away from that drone so it doesn't despawn. Still despawns. A little bit too close. Still trying to figure out the distancing. We have the triangles because they were up a floor from us because we're in the basement. We got somebody over here. Set up a drone. Spirit Fairy that. Get a resource out of the way. Get a sloppy butcher proc. We're going to go over to that generator that's right in front of us because I do believe somebody's over there, and it doesn't look like somebody is. We have visual confirmation. We also have radar confirmation. Let's set up a drone right here. I don't think I'm going to kick. I just want to get another sloppy butcher out. Set up a drone right here just because it's a generator. We have 1 to use, so might as well use it. Might as well activate that. Continuing on. Now, she may have a resource to the left here. She does. Is Dead Hard? That's fine. Kind of looked like she had Dead Hard because she's looking behind us, but still, doesn't matter. We're at 5 gens. Ooh, what is she doing? A little bit interesting. And really, at this point of the game, we're just trying to get rid of as many resources as possible. As we'll kick this now. So we're back over here. Now, I'm guessing, since they're not messing with any of the drones, I'm going to guess that they're right there, right in front of us, that generator. And we're going to see if they actually are. Now, if they 3-man it, they could get it done in time. We're actually going to get rid of that drone that's all the way across the map. And they could be on the hill generator as well, because they have been trying to get that done. But it does look like our guess was right. They are over here. Now, they could be on the hill generator as well. It looks like they were. That's okay. We have 4 hooks. for one generator. I think it's a pretty good trade. Might as well activate this. Get our little bit of buffs from our purple add-on. Geographical readout, 2% faster haste, 15% faster action speed. Of course, the green add-on is the obliviousness, where if they're within an active radius, then they are oblivious. And that lingers for 15 seconds longer after they get out of it. We got somebody over here, and we got the leader right there. Looks like they're getting rid of another drone. Yep, they're right there. Drone will come back in 10 seconds. We're not going to be able to put up a drive-by drone, but that's okay. It looks like Claudette just went back. Looks like she's going for the save. Sounds like we got the boon over here, but I don't know if we really care. Could get rid of it, but I think we want to stay and chase. She does have a pallet here. We're just going to go around it. Ooh, I was hoping that she was going to continue to run. She did continue to run. She didn't know what we were doing. How are they healing over here? Is that why they don't care? No, they care. Going over this for the save. Person most likely isn't going to be able to get saved. We're getting another pallet out of the way. A little bit of a teabag. Respect it. Person that sadly dies unhooked. We're gonna go this over to the Claudette. Claudette actually finishes. Wow. Did not expect that. Now she has to go heal again. She obviously will be healing in the boon radius again. That is okay for us. Do a little bit of a mind game. They didn't vault the T wall. They're vaulting the L wall. What we could do here is get rid of that over there. Set it up. Ooh, but she is leaving. Maybe windows of opportunity. Seeing this pallet over here. I guess we get rid of it with Spirit Fury. She goes down. Again, 4 gens, 6 hooks. Goes up on hook. Might as well kick this over here. It activates, throw off cooldown. Nobody's seen over there. We're going to try to activate that one next, just in case they did get around. They can be sneaky and hide behind the generators to evade the light. It looks like they are right here. Possibly. Yep, right here. The leader right here. Does have a pallet. We're going to be able to get a hit before she can do anything with it. It is risky, me leaving this up, especially with the any means buff. Go down. This is like we are the best survivors. I am playing at like 12 a.m. my time. Usually there's juicers out. But I guess we got the rare non-juicers. Still, I feel like this is a good encapsulation of like how my normal gameplay is. Just interrupt the active generators, throw up a drone, get a hit off, get a pallet off. Just keep on switching. We did see the Claudette up here with her own eyes, thankfully. But I'm not finding her though. What we could do, set up this drone in case she did go in the locker. Set up this drone in case she's in these lockers. Not in these lockers. Ooh, it looks like she's pretty hardcore stealthing. Right here. And she's just giving up. Nice. That is a GG. That's pretty much the gameplay loop that we tried to do. We set up our first 4 drones at 4 gens. At the first 4 gens we come across, and then as soon as we start seeing people on generators, we'll recall the drone and then put a generator that's getting done, because we just want to constantly be cycling and putting our drones on the generators that the survivors want to do. Because the drones being on generators that they're not wanting to do, like there's no point in them being there. There's no point in the drones being there. And just by doing that, we're constantly knowing where survivors are. We're constantly being able to apply the expose. We're constantly able to interrupt them, get the hits, get the pallets. Play a really good game. Very good hit and run killer. If you guys are curious what perks they were running, here are the perks. And yeah, thank you for watching.